A very good morning to all of you. Yeah, so as promised yesterday, today we are going to look at the different tools, tech tools that are readily available for you to build your vocabulary. Yesterday we saw 20 tips to build vocabulary. Today it's going to be tech tools for you to build your vocabulary, and then we will go through the study material and then maybe 1 or 2 question papers. Okay, that's the agenda for today. Now give me a minute and I will share with you. Yeah, these are just 3-minute, 6-minute videos, so it's quite easy for you to watch these videos. You may copy the link so that it helps you. Yeah, this is called daily video vocabulary. You subscribe to this, it is free. Okay, you subscribe to this and every day you will get a pop-up with a new word, and that day you learn that word particularly. And what's special about this video is okay, let me first say my disclaimer that I am not commissioned to project or recommend these videos. I don't know who does it and what, but I suggest this to all my students because this is very good. Once you subscribe, it's free, and every day you get a pop-up of word, phrase, or idioms to learn up. So one day a word, 365 days, 365 words. And what is so special about this is, you remember I told you 8,000 words for academic circles. You will be quickly picking up 8,000 words if you go through the the backup of the other videos that have already been published. Now let's go on to this daily video vocabulary. Copy this link and see that you are able to learn up one word or maybe even 10 words. You see, this is only 4 minutes and 41 seconds. Just that 5 minutes and you learn the word. What is so special about this is it gives you the meaning. It gives you the various forms of usages of this particular word. Its word associates. So one word you learn thoroughly well so that you're able to use it very confidently. Now here we go.
Daily video vocabulary.
Just let me know if
a dose of daily new English phrases and words.
And here.
Brought to you by letstalkpodcast.com. Hello English learners. Welcome to Daily Video Vocabulary, episode 64. In today's episode, I have a new word for you. Endeavor. Let's find out what it means and how you can use it in your daily conversation. Endeavor. When you want to achieve something, you always take a lot of effort. You strive until you succeed. The word endeavor basically means to try very hard to achieve something. It could also mean an attempt to accomplish a goal. When you make an effort to do something new or something that is difficult, it means you endeavor to do it. So, when you endeavor to do something, you actually are trying very hard to do it. For example, when you constantly endeavor to start a new business, you try to gain the required expertise and put in all the efforts that are required to accomplish it. In short, endeavor means to try your level best to achieve something. Alright, now that you know what endeavor means, let's take a look at some example sentences to see how you can use it in your daily conversation.
Example 1.
After the mother scolded them, John and Mary endeavored to keep their room neat and tidy.
Example 2.
When William quit his job to start a new business, all his colleagues wished him luck in his new endeavor.
Example 3.
The police endeavored to find the kidnapped child, and finally arrested the kidnapper.
Example 4.
The manager told his subordinates, "Tomorrow the meeting is at 11 a.m. Please endeavor to come on time."
Example 5.
It's important to be updated with the latest computing technology, as it is the fastest changing arena of human endeavor.
Example 6.
Lisa looked stunning on her date with Peter. She attracted his attention, without any endeavor.
Example 7.
Ben was very unhappy, as all his endeavors to stand first in the examination had gone unrewarded.
Example 8.
All the children looked curiously at the magician, when he endeavored to make the rabbit disappear.
Example 9.
The Emergency Breakdown Service Center endeavors to respond to customer complaints within 2 to 3 hours.
Example 10.
The reliance industry is flourishing today because of all the endeavors made by the late Mr. Dhirubhai Ambani. That's the end
So,
of today's.
what is important in this video, in this particular YouTube channel, is you get to know the sounds of the words, the way to pronounce these words, and then you have examples of how to use it, and then what word associates go with the word. This chapter, that is vocabulary chapter, is for 5 to 7 marks. You will get single words like this, or maybe idioms or phrasal verbs. Naman, you walked in late. So this is about tech tools for building vocabulary. That's for Vansh. Vansh also asked me about the recorded class. Yes, the Board of Studies will decide to project it, and you'll have to wait for it. I don't know why and when. Okay, now this is one video I showed. This is about a single word endeavor. Now, I'll also show you phrasal verbs that are there in this, and also idioms. So you just give me a minute. Here you have one. So this is an idiom. Okay, I'll blow this up. Just give me a minute. This is about an idiom. Watch this. This is only for 3 minutes and 29 seconds. Okay. This is to help you understand. Okay, the gift of the god. Okay, we go with this. But I thought the previous one was good. Yeah, jumps on the bandwagon. Yes, we are going to look at this one.
Welcome to Daily Video Vocabulary. A dose of daily new English phrases and words.
Yeah.
Brought to you by letstalkpodcast.com.
Question. You have a list of words in the study material. Be thorough with them, but not necessary that it will come only from the study material. So you have to, Hiteshi, hard to do something? No, you watch the, the video again. You copy it. Now this is idioms. See, normally what happens is, we as second language English speakers don't use many idioms. Okay, but an advanced writing demands us to. Use phrasal verbs and idioms to make your style of language really good. Now, let's move on. Now, this is an idiom, and I want you all to watch it quick. Yeah. This is just 3 minutes.
Hello, English learners. Welcome to Daily Video Vocabulary, episode 23. In today's episode, we have a new phrase for you. Jump on the bandwagon. Or you can say, jumping on the bandwagon. Let's find out what this phrase means, and how you can use it in your daily conversation. Jump on the bandwagon. Let's first talk about the word bandwagon. Well, bandwagon means something that everyone is doing or following. For example, if everyone is liking the color purple, and even you like purple, that means you just jumped on the bandwagon. Joining on the bandwagon means to do similar things what others are doing. Or you can say, you follow, or agree with what others are doing. In short, you are going in the same direction as others. Wagon is like a car. In old days, people traveled by a wagon made of wood and had wheels. Horses would pull the wagon. For example, everyone is on the wagon and you are not on it, and you just jumped on the back of the wagon, means you joined them. You are going in the same direction with them. Well, I am sure, now you are clear with what this phrase means. Now let's look at some example sentences, on how you can use this phrase in your daily conversation.
Example 1.
John doesn't have any original ideas. He just jumps on the bandwagon, and does what everyone else is doing.
Example 2.
After the Apple iPad came out, all the other companies jumped on the touchscreen tablet bandwagon.
Example 3.
I'm glad I didn't jump on the real estate bandwagon. Or else, I would have been in debt.
Example 4.
After your school results, choose the field that interests you. Just don't jump the bandwagon with your friends.
Example 5.
I've finally jumped on the bandwagon and got an iPhone. This is the first tweet from the new phone.
Okay, so now I want you all to post in the chat box using bandwagon. Quick. Yeah, I will show you some more proverb related websites. Now for Maganapalli Sandhya, idioms and phrases. Phrases are a group of words that give you incomplete meaning. We saw that in the sentence types chapter 2. Idioms are they are a group of words which give you meaning which does not relate to the parent words. For example, bandwagon, jump in the bandwagon, does not mean literally jumping into the wagon, but to do commonplace things, but to do what others do. That's the difference between idioms and phrases. Idioms, the meaning of the idioms do not relate to the parent words that are there in the idiom. Okay, phrases are groups of words which give you incomplete meaning. It needs a main clause to give complete meaning. Okay, yes, you will have only MCQs for this chapter. Okay, now I've answered all the questions. Now, let me show you one with phrasal verb. I'll show you one of each kind so that it's easy for you. I'll ask for phrasal verb. Just give me a minute. Sought after is a phrasal verb here. Okay. So this again is for 4 minutes. Before showing you this, he never thinks on his own. He always jumps. Super. Komal Preet. Yes, you're right. Ruhani. Oh, good guy. Just jumped on the bandwagon, not jumps. Okay. He always jumps. Yes, Janani, you're right. Imitate the Western culture. Yes, Ruhani. Yeah, Komal, your answer is right. Ruhani. Yeah, Preeti. Preeti, your answer is wrong. Yes, Palli, you're right. To Prem, I told my friends not to follow, not to don't follow. Tahira, you're right. Yashwant, I don't want to jump on social media bandwagon. Okay. Fatima. Yes, you're right. See, we can recommend, see, sometimes Indian channels, their language is faulty. Sometimes with some channels, they are very faulty, and therefore these are by native speakers, and therefore there are no mistakes. But Indian sites, Indian channels, some of them, the language is not so good. Okay, that's the reason why I show you this. Yes, Mohammed, you're right. Fatima is right. I'll show you the YouTube channels that I know. I don't differentiate between Indian and foreign. That doesn't matter at all. As long as the language is right, I'm okay with it. Yeah, Trishlang. Trishanlang. Yes, your answer is right. I didn't jump on the bandwagon. Okay. Tahira is right. Oh my God, why do you post so many times? I'm looking at everybody's. Yes, Fatima, you're right. Read the yes. Hey, don't waste your time posting the same thing 100 times, right? I can't waste my time. Yes, Krishna, you're right. Okay, now let's move on. Now, this is sought after. Sought is a verb. After is a preposition. So, sought after is a phrasal verb. Now, look at this.
Welcome to Daily Video Vocabulary. A dose of daily new English phrases and words.
This again is 4 minutes.
Brought to you by
Let'sTalkPodcast.com. Subscribe and be able to confidently use such words and phrases.
Hello English learners, welcome to Daily Video Vocabulary, episode 46. In today's episode, I have a new word for you. Sought after. Let's find out what it means, and how you can use it in your daily conversation. Sought after. Sometimes, there is a great desire for certain things, due to their growing trend, or due to the benefits you get from them. The word sought after basically means something that is in great demand, or something that is desired by the people. It could be a newly launched luxurious car that is desired by many people, but not all can buy it. It means such a car is sought after. Something that is sought after is always in great demand, usually because it's rare, or of very good quality. In other words, sought after means something that is searched for, in great demand for its good quality, and is rare to find. As the word sought after describes, something being highly demanded or desired. It is an adjective. Okay, now that you know what sought after means, let's take a look at some example sentences, to see how you can use this word in your daily conversation.
Example 1.
Fairness creams are the most sought after cosmetic products. You find them in every store.
Example 2.
The newly launched Apple i5 is the most sought after mobile phone today, even though it is highly priced.
Example 3.
Stiletto shoes and big dial watches are the most sought after accessories among teenage girls, as they help to make a fashion statement.
Example 4.
Brad Pitt is one of the most sought after Hollywood heroes, because of his charming looks and a great personality.
Example 5.
When Rachel asked her friend to recommend what's best at the cafe, she said, "You must try their hot coffee, it's the most sought after beverage on their menu."
Example 6.
Aerobics is one of the most sought after forms of exercise. It really helps you to burn a good amount of calories.
Example 7.
When the concept of call centers came in our country, Call center jobs were the most sought after among fresh graduates.
Example 8.
Due to her good looks, Tina is the most sought after young employee in the office. All the men keep complimenting her.
Example 9.
Olympic gold medal is the most sought after prize in sport. Every sports person dreams to achieve it.
Example 10.
Video games are the most sought after among young boys.
Example 11.
India is one of the most sought after tourism destinations in the world.
Yeah. So this channel can help you with a idiom, with a word or a phrase, in building up. Now, you must have seen in all the example sentences, it said most sought after. So that's the usage. Sought after will only be associated with most sought after. Okay. So now I wanted to post in the chat box sentences with most sought after. It is not sought after alone. It is not very sought after, like Mohammed has said. It is most sought after. Quick. Amit, your answer is not right. AI cannot sought after. No, you can instead say AI is the most sought after technology that companies are investing in. Most sought after. Yes. Channel daily video vocabulary or let's talk podcast. Yes, Om Gupta, your answer is right. Yes, Manisha. Yes, Naman. Most sought after is the right usage. And you must also have the most sought after. Okay. Yeah. That entire phrase, the most sought after, is the way you must use it. Yes, Preeti, you're right. Akansha, you're right. Manisha, I already answered you. Pratima, yes. Adit, yes. Karan, extremely sought after among our younger folks. Yes. Yes, Manisha, I've read yours. Tahira, Saumili. Yes, Saumili, you're right. Naman, yeah, quick. Post your answers. And who's this one? I already read this. Palli. Sought after drama that everyone finds. Okay. Switzerland is the most sought after place. The most sought after is the right usage. If you miss then your sentence is not grammatically right. Yes, I've read everybody's. Shanti, Anjali, Richa, Pooja. Yeah. Very good. I'm happy that all of you are following. Vani, yes. The most sought after, Nikita. Okay. Now, so this is for, you can note down daily video vocabulary. Let's talk podcast. Okay. Note it down in your notebooks, subscribe to it, and every day memorize 4 or 5 because you have previous words also. It says this is episode 46. You also have, 120 episodes that have already come. So it'll be good if you can subscribe to it and make use of it. Now, let me go to my PPT so that we will revise as per the study material so that you know, at least you recognize that we are just doing what's there in the study material. Here we are. Just give me a minute and I will share. Yes. So yesterday we did 20 tips to build vocabulary. Okay. So now we move on. So this is, I just run through the tips so that you recall them. and then we will move on to what we have for today. Yes, here we are. So, words are like friends. I always tell my students, words are like friends. Like whenever I start a new class, I come in and I just look around to see if there will be bright children, if there will be, naughty children who might not listen to me, or who will be very, very reckless, not following what is said in the class. But then when I walk in, there are quite a few bright faces smiling, and that is the confidence I get to, you know, take the class forward. And once I get to know some of you, I get to know more of you, and you start liking this, the way I teach, and I start liking the way you all respond in a classroom, and both of us are comfortable teaching and learning. Same way with friends. You walk in, I read everybody's frame. You walk into a new class, say you got admitted into a new class, and you walk in and you are trying to find out if there is any known face. But then you see one smiling at you and you go sit near the person. You smile, exchange your names, your details, from where are you from, which school are you from, all that stuff. Then the next day also you go sit near the same person. Then you start sharing notes, sharing food, sharing family, uh, details. And then you become great friends, and you go for a sleepover, they come to your house for a sleepover, and then you become great friends. Same is with words. You encounter a word once in a text, newly, it is very strange for you. You feel you don't understand the whole paragraph, right? And then what do? You say, okay, I don't understand. Let me try next time. Next time when you read something, you again come across the same word in a different context, and you feel that you're able to guess the meaning. Although you don't know the exact meaning, you are able to guess the meaning. So what happens another time when you encounter the same word, there is some kind of meaning that you're able to understand. And you continue reading, you're not perplexed by the strangeness. And then in repeated readings, you come across the same word, you are able to, identify the meaning correctly. And once you get to know the meaning of the word, you have an urge to use it. So when you use it first time, you may be using it in all the wrong places. But remember, there is something in your mind. There is a template, as Chomsky says, to learn a language. There is something in your mind, an inner voice that tells you, hey, that's not the right way to use. So you use it again and again and again, you get more refined. And now you are very comfortable to use the word, whether you speak or whether you write. So words are like friends. How do you think this can happen? It's only by reading. Because you need to encounter many, many words repeatedly to get to know the meaning and to be able to use the words and phrases regularly and confidently. So words are like friends. Unless you familiarize with the reading practice, you may not be able to build the language. It's not like other core subjects, which if you read for a whole night, probably you will get good scores the next day's exam. Language has to be injected like your vitamins and, essentials for building up your body. It has to get into your system. So reading is the only way. Listening also helps. Okay. So now let me move on to Mohammed. I don't understand what you're saying. Follow your, I don't know. Okay. Now let me go on to my PPT, and here we are. Okay. Words are like friends. Okay. Yeah. You have to win them and make them yours so that you use language very comfortably and confidently. Now, how do we build business English vocabulary? By reading, by noticing language, by listening, maintaining a diary of business English expressions for usage. So maintain a small pocket diary, or maybe even in your mobiles, you can save. Guessing meanings of strange words, the predicting meanings. You predict the meaning, okay? And then cross-check with a dictionary. Okay. Now, building vocabulary. See, one word, say, I type books and I go to the word cloud to bring in book in the space bar. This is called word cloud. I think you need a subscription for that. And I also think it is a paid stuff. Therefore, I am not, you can try it yourself. I'm not going to say go to this. This is what I got when I typed the word books. You see the number of words that go with books. Okay. Actually, this is not the end all. You still have some more very good ones. And look at this. Hotel descriptions. Rooms, atmosphere, food, location, hotel. So these are called word families. One word can generate so many other words. A way to build new vocabulary. Now, this is called the Frayer model. How do you... Video is lagging. This is PPT. There's no question of lagging. Okay. Just wait. Maybe your network is buffering. Now, this is called the Frayer model. For example, you draw a square like this, and in the middle, you have the space for typing the word. Now, in this left corner, you write the definition of the word, and in the other corner, you write the characteristics of the word. Yes, yes, that goes without saying. Okay, and then you have examples by which you can use the word, say synonyms, and then you have non-examples. Non-examples are wrong association of the word. For example, now if I write, say, education here, definition is education is the art of learning. Characteristic, education is a noun. Video and voice lagging. Okay, maybe I will stop it and start again. Maybe that will help. Give me a minute. Yeah. Just give me a minute and I'll open this page. Hello. Hello. But they have been saying the video is lagging, voice is lagging. But okay, anyway, fine. Maybe it's because of their network. Right. Now, this is called a Frayer model. Why do we do this? Frayer model, because Frayer suggested this model. Therefore, it is called Frayer model. Why should we do this? This is to understand the meaning of a given word or phrase or idiom and the way we use it, word associations, and the characteristic of that particular word or phrase. That will help you remember a lot of words. Okay, now let's look at example, the word fragrance. Okay, so definition, fragrance is a pleasant, sweet smell. We use it positively for good smell. Synonyms, you can bring, look at the scent, perfume, bouquet, flowers. All these are synonyms. Then antonyms, odor, stench, smelly, stinky. These are antonyms. Then characteristics is a positive and a pleasant word. It means sweet fragrance. Full of fragrance, fresh fragrance. That's how you use it. Those are word associates. Let me repeat. In the Frayer model, you write the definition, fragrance, sweet smell. Then characteristics, that which can describe that which is positive. Non-example is examples that will not go with the word. For example, see, look at this next one. Full of fragrance, fresh fragrance, exquisite fragrance. These are words that will go with fragrance. But non-examples are, the meaning here is odor, stench, smelly, stinky. This is antonyms. Either you use it as antonyms and say non-examples with wrong usage of associate words. So now what you are going to do is draw in your notebook the Frayer model and try these. Choose one and put it in the Frayer model so that I understand that you know what it is. Okay. To take up one of these startup, forecast, marketing, brand, stakeholders, take one of this. What I have done for fragrance. So that is definition, synonyms, antonyms, characteristic, and word association. Okay. And this, you can put this in the Frayer model or write it like this, whichever way. And use one of these because this is English vocabulary. Quick. And I'll give you 5 minutes for that. Come on fast. Frayer is a name. Frayer suggests this sample and therefore it's called Frayer model. Just that. That's for Mahika. Now I'm waiting for you to pick one of these and put it in the Frayer model or write like this: definitions, synonyms, antonyms, characteristics, and word associations. Quick. Because only if you write, you will know how to use it. Yeah. Yes, Manisha. Quick. Antonyms of startup. Startup, I think, then long established company or an age-old company. Yeah. Quick. So when you think of words, when you think of building vocabulary, you must be able to think of its antonyms, synonyms, word associates, antonym of forecast. No, you don't have, I don't know, antonym of forecast. You have to check that. Yeah. Startup end term. Okay. Akansha, yes, you're right. I like it this way. Yes, non-example, antonyms, close, synonyms, open. Ruhani, yeah. Antonym of forecast is telecast. Oh no. Tanvi, yes, Tanvi. Find characteristics from the dictionary. The dictionary will give you enough details about what you're writing. Okay, so let me move on now. Strange words. How do you make meaning if there are strange words? Undoubtedly by guessing or predicting. Do you have to carry a dictionary all the time to check meanings? Not necessary. You need to guess the meanings of the word based on the context and then check with the dictionary. The more you practice guessing, the better you will be at it. You will become an expert in guessing rightly by feeling the language when you're reading or listening. You may even predict what comes next based on the context and thus make meaning too. Practice reading, and these skills come automatically. It works like magic. So, reading is the only shortcut. Can you quickly post words associated with a pandemic? Okay, I'm going to give you 3 minutes and I'll stop you in the third minute. Now the time is 11:41. Post in the chat box words that are associated with pandemic. For example, for example, new normal. Okay, vaccination. Yes, Sakshi, your answer is visible. I am reading, but I'm not calling out names. It will take a long time. So now you will write post words that can be associated with pandemic, and I'll give you 3 minutes on that. Now the time is 11:41. Quick. Yeah. Come on fast. I give you 3 minutes. Yeah, quick. Yeah, mask, face mask, sanitizer, quarantine. Yeah, isolation. Yes. Come on fast. COVID shield, COVID vaccine, Pfizer's. You have a minute more. Yeah, fear, lockdown, isolation, incubation. Yes. Emergencies, unemployment, recession. Yeah, social distancing, lockdown, remote learning, online classes. Yes. Community spread. All these words have come. We have not been using these words before, but now all of us know these words thoroughly well because they've been, you know, saying this over and over again. Whatever paper you read, whatever programs you see, all these have been repeatedly used. Okay. Sakshi, your answer is not wrong. Okay, now let's move on. Do you know these words and expressions? See, look at the list I have given. Just look at it, read through. I don't want you to write it down. Just read through. Yeah, holidays also. Schools shut. no learning. Okay, so this is just sample of the words that we can think of. Okay, now, how can reading help in building vocabulary? Business skills in today's workplace. The range of skills that international communications need to master seems to have grown in recent years. Business professionals have always had meetings and negotiations face to face. Now, the range of skills. Activity 1. Try substituting one word instead of skills and post in the chat box. The range of skills. Instead of skills, use some other word. Quick. That will fit in properly. For example, the range of skills, the range of price, the range of design, the range of gadgets. Okay. Now fill in with another word. Quick. That will go with the range of. Adib, whenever I show you a video, immediately you must look for the link and note it down. Okay. Daily video vocabulary. Quick. The range of experience. Okay. Come on fast. The range of dash. Use a substitute word for skills. Yeah, the range of keys, range of skills, range of voice, range of knowledge. Hey, Adib, how many times will I say? I've already said it. Daily video vocabulary. I'm not going to say it another time. I've said it already 5 or 6 times. The range of mountains, range of qualities, range of queries, range of products. Yes. Yes. So now you know. Okay. Technique, okay. Budget, employment. Yes. Now look at the next one. Business professionals have always had meetings and negotiations. Have always had meetings and negotiations. Substitute meetings and negotiations. For example, I have always had profits and losses, conflict of interest. Okay. I've always had conflict of interest and company's interest. Yeah. Now substitute meetings and negotiations. Quick. So these are ways of learning vocabulary, trying to get at the right words all the time. Then your speech or your writing will be very effective. Now I want substitutes for meetings and negotiations. Conferences and roundtable meetings. Yes, yes, you're right. Vidita and Ruhani. Come on fast. Parties and chills. Okay. Offers and chances. Debate and fight. Yeah. Satya, I've written only one word. These are 2 words together, ups and downs. Research and development, risk and uncertainty. Super. Day shift and night shift. Yes. You have to have an and. I want to, yeah, advantages and disadvantages. Yes. Those of you who have written only one word, you have to change. Concerts and shows. Yes, seminars and valueless. Frame. I don't think it's right. Conflicts and arbitrations. Yes. Win and lose. You have to think of 2 words together. Standard and dignity. Yes. Okay, now let's move on. Connotations. What are connotations? Now, what you see in the PPT now completely sticks to your study material. Is very relevant to your study material. Now, there are 3 kinds of words: positive, negative, and neutral. Categorize these words on the right based on their usages. You may put them in a tabular column, just as you have in your study material, or you can just answer it that way. Now, which is positive, which is negative, and which is neutral? You have to identify in each of these. For example, the first one I will tell you. Gaze, look steadily, stare. Stare is a negative one. look steadily is a positive one, and gaze is negative. I'm sorry. Stare is negative, gaze is positive, look steadily is neutral. Okay, so you have to identify which is the positive, negative, and neutral. Now you may post in your chat box. Quick. Fast, I'm waiting for you. I'll give you 3 minutes because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups of words. So I'll give you 5 minutes. Connotations are words that have different meanings, same kind of usage but different meanings. Yeah. Quick. Yeah. Okay. I'll give you a minute more. Yeah, so now I'll give you the answers. Somewhat interested, nosy, curious. Curious is positive, nosy is negative, somewhat interested is neutral. Okay, those of you who have already written, check your answers. Lazy is negative, without haste is neutral, leisurely is positive. Observe is positive, watch is neutral, spy is negative. Assertive is positive, firmly confident, neutral, pushy is negative. Gathering is a positive, a large group is neutral, mob is negative. We say unruly mob. Okay. Now we move on. Identify which word suits the context most appropriately. So you have a choice of words. You have to choose the one that is best suitable for the sentence. Quick, you have 4 sentences and I will give you 2 minutes. Come on fast. So all these topics and subtopics are based on your study materials topics. It's the same, it is in the same order too. Quick. Which word suits the context most appropriately? So when you speak or when you write, you must be able to choose the best word. Yeah. Okay, I'll give you the answers. Yeah, the refrigerator is expensive, but Ram did not mind because of the brand and the extra features. Hopefully, I won't have to share office space with Sheila. She can be very nosy. Mr. Nair has to be very careful of his new neighbor. She seems to be crafty. I have great respect for your brother who is reserved. Okay. Now, synonyms, antonyms, and homonyms. Synonyms are meanings, antonyms are opposites, homonyms are words which sound the same but with different spellings. Okay. Yeah. Now, phrasal verbs. We saw this yesterday in the last class. Now, a preposition with a verb is called a phrasal verb. A phrasal verb is a group of words that functions as a verb. It consists of a verb that is combined with a preposition or adverb or both and has no relation whatsoever with the parent words. How are phrasal words helpful? Phrasal verbs gives you a range and a variety for the language itself, makes it more interesting and helps effective communication and reading comprehension. One more big advantage is instead of using many words, a phrasal verb helps in making it into just 2 or 3 words. Okay. Now look at the example of phrasal verbs. Look at look. Look to. The meaning is given in the bubble. Look to. Look up. Look ahead. Look back. Look for. Look forward to. Look in. So look is the verb. It joins the preposition to give you a totally new word. Look on. Look out. Look round. Look through. Okay. Tahira, let's go with the flow and not break now. And I'll give you 10 minutes early. Now look at this. Get up, get across, get along. You see the outer bubbles have the meanings. Each meaning is different from the parent combination. Okay. Get along, get away, get by, get to, get down, get in, get off, get on, get out, get over, get through, get up, get across. Okay. So you have with just the get and with different combinations of the prepositions, you get a whole range of meaning that you can be using. Okay. That is what makes language really, really interesting. Okay. Now, look at these. A whole list of phrasal verbs. Watch out, throw off, read over, put off, get over, bring up, turn off, talk over, turn down, stand up, pick up, come in, point out, go out. You see that these usages do not have any relation in meaning whatsoever with the parent words. Naveen, English has to be taught only in English. Okay. Now, look at this. Get a grip, get a life, get ahead, get dressed, get on, get along, get lost, get around, get well, get real, get fired, get used to it. Okay. So, and you see the meanings, they are all totally different. So, homonyms, they read the same way, but their spellings are different. For example, read, R-E-D, read, she read the book, R-E-A-D. Okay. They sound the same. Now look at some more examples. Turn off that light. Turn off is a phrasal verb. The best thing you can do is give up smoking. Give up. What's the second test? Okay. Look up, look down, look around, look out. Okay. Yeah. Then pull through, call off the search, look after, attend to, put up with, put off, give in or give up. So you look forward to. These are samples of phrasal verbs. Now, collocations. Look at this. This may be a font is so small. Okay. 8 and 8. Yes, you're right, Pratima. Collocations are groups of words that by habit appear together and thereby convey meaning by association. For example, this I told you in the other class, but I'm repeating it because the term collocations may sound strange for you. You may not have heard this. This is nothing but the way a native speaker uses language. Yeah, I'll increase this font size. Okay. Why do we need collocation? It makes language interesting. It is pre-learned structure and you just have to cut, copy, paste out of your memory for speaking or writing. So that to that extent, your mistakes will be less. Okay. It minimizes errors in the uses because they are groups of words that are already memorized. Okay. Now, uh-oh. Oh, give me a minute. Give me a minute. Stop sharing. It's not here. Just give me a minute. Yeah, accept next. Ma'am, give up ka matlab to dena we both. Give up is I give up. I'm going to give up teaching if you're not going to respond in the chat box. Give up. You give up entertainment so that you are able to focus on. Yes, Ruhani, no and no. Super example. Okay, these are things that we did yesterday, and here we are. Yes, collocations. Yes, we are here today. Why do we need collocations? It makes language interesting. It is pre-learned structure and you just have to cut, copy, paste out of your memory for speaking or writing. It minimizes errors in the usage because they are groups of words that are memorized. Now look at this. These are collocations. Okay. You cannot interchange tell with say or ask. You say, tell him, Sakshi, I said I'll leave you 10 minutes early. Okay. So let's go with the flow. Tell, say, ask. You can say, you don't say a joke. You say tell a joke, tell a story, tell a lie, tell the truth, tell the future, tell a secret, tell the difference, tell your name, tell the time. Okay, let's see where we use say. These are fixed. Black box. Okay, just wait. Let me share it again and see if the black box is appearing. From my side, it's not seen. Okay. Now I suppose it's good for you. Okay. Now say goodbye, say hello. PPT is not visible. I'm sharing. Wait, I have stopped sharing now. I share it again. Yes. Can you see now? All black? No, I've removed them all. No, now clear. No, visible. It's now visible. Okay, fine. Okay, now look at this. Say goodbye, say hello, say nothing, say something, say a prayer, say yes or no, say no more, say a word. Ask a favor, ask a question, ask the price, ask for something, ask after somebody, ask out, ask about, ask if, ask whether. Now look at this get lunch, get older, get a taxi, get the details, get a letter. So it is with get. Get is black box. Oh, I don't know where the black box is. Yeah, black box is not there. I've hit it. Okay. So you see the way get is associated with a whole lot of words and phrases. Okay. These are fixed expressions. You cannot change their usage because there is some other word that means the same. Now can you see? I've zoomed it. Get information, get a mail, get some details, get wet, get a reply, get to sleep, get a towel. And if your usage is different, it will be wrong. Now, how will you find out if your usage is right or wrong? You can look into the corpus. I'll show you the corpus also. Remind me that. I'll show you the corpus. Yesterday we spoke about the corpus. I will show. Get lunch. Yes. Okay, now let me move on. Now let's look at this. Get a job, get advice. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, just wait. Phrasal verbs are prepositions with verbs. Collocations are fixed associations of words. Yeah. Okay. Look at this make. This, many of us make mistakes with make. Now look at this. Make progress, make an error, make a plan, make a mistake, make a loss, make an example, make demands, make arrangements, make an attempt, make a fortune, make an experiment, make a claim, make contact with, make a mess, make an effort. So these are, how will you get to know phrasal verbs and collocations, whether they are right or wrong? A black box is not visible at all on my side. Okay, how will you get to know? It's by constant reading again and again and again, making reading a habit. You will get to know all these automatically. Okay, now let's move on. Look at this. Consider aspect, consider issue, consider the effect. Yeah, consider topic, consider issues, consider the position, consider state, consider cost, consider subject. Okay, the kinds of usages. If you open the web and you ask for collocations, you'll get a whole range of them. Now, opinions. Ask opinion, have opinion, give opinion, talk about opinions. Okay. Now, idioms. What are idioms? Idioms are a group of words. Idioms are a group of words that give you a different meaning, very different from the parent words. For example, blow a fuse means get very angry. Look at that picture. Blow a fuse. Then, idioms that relate to colors. Look at this, blue blood. Okay. Blue blood is royal family. Be green is to be immature. Blue ribbon of superior quality. All black, maybe that's a network issue because my side is clear, the both side is also clear, and some of you have clear screen. So please check your network. Be in the red. Be means very angry. Gray area means unknown area. Green belt is an area of fields and trees around the place. Paint the town red. Go out and celebrate. Yeah, one beating around the bush. Once in a blue moon. Super Chetna. Yes. Now look at this. Food idioms. Apple of one's eye. Have a bun in the oven. Bad egg. Big cheese. Bread and butter. Okay. Now we go back to the tech tools. Daily English vocabulary I showed you. I also showed you daily video vocabulary. Okay. Phrasal verbs and idioms. Phrasal verbs are a preposition and a verb. Idioms are groups of words that give you totally different meaning away from the parent words. Okay, now we'll do one by one. Okay, and I'll show you as many tech tools as I can so that you can note them down and work with these. Yeah, board from the blue. Yes. Black sheep. Yes. Okay, now I showed you daily English vocabulary and daily video vocabulary. Now I'm going to show you real vocabulary. Okay. Give me a minute and I will show you all the tech tools that I have, which will help you build your vocabulary. This is Real vocabulary. You can note down the links. After I finish, don't ask me, ma'am, give me the link, give me the link. So I've shown you first daily video vocabulary. I showed you daily vocabulary. I showed you let's talk podcast.com. Now I'm showing you real vocabulary. From vocabulary chapter, you will only have multiple choice questions. Learn English with TV series is also good. Okay. I don't know that, but I use these. Yeah, real vocabulary. Look at this. Yes. Okay, real vocabulary. Look at this. When do you say awesome? Okay. Just look at this. Oh, just give me a word. It's not showing. I have to go to YouTube. Yeah, I'm not sharing. Just wait. Just wait. I am trying to get that. This is called real vocabulary. Okay. Now, how do we use the word awesome? These are, why am I showing you this? These are ways of building your vocabulary. Yeah, you can note down the link. Oh, wait. I don't think I'm sharing. Just a minute. Oh, yes, I was not sharing it. And here we are. Just watch this. Yes. Yeah, watch this, and it's only for 3 minutes.
Hi, I'm Scott Thornbury, and I'm a teacher trainer, and the author of An A to Z of ELT, Beyond the Sentence, and Uncovering Grammar. Welcome to this series of videos about real vocabulary. In Macmillan Dictionary's recent Real Grammar series, we looked at some controversial points of English grammar, 10 grammatical issues which, according to some people, are common sources of error in people's speech or writing. But we questioned whether any of these were really errors at all. And our method was to evaluate these questions not on the basis of rules handed down from generation to generation, but by examining the evidence of language in use. This is what's known as a descriptive approach. That's when you try to discover the way language works by observing what people do when they communicate with one another in different situations. Our large corpora, that's databases of language in use, help us to see that many questions of grammar are not simple matters of right or wrong. Language is more complicated than that, and the norms of grammar can change over time, or they can vary according to context. So we're now applying the same evidence-based approach to questions of vocabulary. Grammar and vocabulary work together to create meaning, and just as with questions of grammar, there are plenty of traditionalists, that is to say, people with a prescriptive rather than descriptive view of language, who will tell you that some uses of vocabulary are simply wrong. A familiar example is the use of the word hopefully when we're talking about what we hope will happen in a sentence like hopefully the weather will be better tomorrow. We call adverbs like this sentence adverbs because they affect the whole meaning of the sentence, of the complete sentence. Sentence adverbs are very common in English. We use words like sadly, thankfully, unfortunately in just the same way. And there's no rational argument for saying that hopefully can't be used like this too. Yet there are numerous prescriptive guides to English usage which will tell you that this use of hopefully isn't acceptable. The linguistic evidence, however, tells a different story. And so in this real vocabulary series, we'll be looking at 10 other words or expressions which...
Okay, now I stop sharing. Now you listen. So let me tell you, so this is for Sakshi. You said you have not copied. First, I showed you daily video vocabulary. Then I showed you daily vocabulary. Then it is letstalkpodcast.com. Note it down now. Letstalkpodcast.com. And you Google it, you will get it. Then I just now showed you real vocabulary. Real vocabulary will let you know the right usages and the wrong usages. Okay. Now I'm going to show you the corpus. Corpus is which tells you if a word is frequently used. If a word is frequently used globally, then that particular usage is agreeable. If the frequency is low, it is not agreeable. Okay, what about the root words? Root words, start learning it from, say, second standard maybe. Adding ed, adding ing, adding en. I will say it because I just took it for granted that you will know it, but still I will say. So prefixes and suffixes are two things. When you add something to the word, it becomes a new word, a newer version of it. For example, take, taken. For words like cut, the past forms is also only cut. Cut, hit, put. You don't have a past tense form for that. So these are root words. Root words where you add one or two letters to make it a new word. The link again, oh my God, how many times will I say? Okay, I have a slide on that, listing all the links. You can copy from that in the end. Now look at it. Now I'm going to show you the corpus. Okay, just give me a minute. You can go to the corpus to find out if your usage is right. Or if you want to know what kind of usages will be commonly understood. Yes, etymology is a good one, Sakshan. Now I have to show you Cambridge English.com. Okay. Yeah, just wait. Cambridge English Interactive Dictionary. I will give you the link once you look at this. See here we call interactive English meaning Cambridge Dictionary. Now what does this say? Look here, the word interactive is here. Look at this. The word interactive is here. Okay. It tells you what kind of part of speech it is. The UK version of the word. How do we say it? How do we sound the words right? Look at this. If I click on this, that's the way the British says. Now look at the American way. Look at UK. Okay. So my screen, oh, very sorry, Manisha. I'm not sharing it. Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Yeah. Yes. Here we are. So this is called Cambridge Dictionary. Okay. I'm sharing my screen now. This is called Cambridge Dictionary. You see here Cambridge English Dictionary. Look at this link. Can you copy this Cambridge English Interactive Dictionary? Please copy this. Don't ask me again. Okay. And here in the space bar, you type the word that you want to know. Suppose you don't know how to say a word, say education. Okay. I type the word and then I click on it. Education. Or I say hierarchy. Okay. Hierarchy. Yes. And here you see the meaning of hierarchy will be given. Noun. It's a noun. The UK way of saying it.
Hierarchy. Hierarchy.
Okay. Now look at this. This is a US way of saying
Hierarchy. Hierarchy. Hierarchy.
Hierarchy.
it. Got it. Now you move on. Then you see examples of hierarchy. If you read this, you will get to know how words can be used, what are the word associates, what kind of examples, what kind of usages does a word have. All this will be given here. Look at this. Smart vocabulary. You have, see more results, related words. Related words you have hierarchy, hierarchical, hierarchically. You get this word hierarchy in chapter 1, communication chapter. We did that. Okay. Now, hierarchy, American dictionary. This is the way it sounded. This is the way it sounded. Here you have the way you can say it. Now, the meaning, a system in which people or things are put at various levels or ranks according to their importance. He rapidly rose in the corporate hierarchy. Okay. Then, hierarchy UK. Every organization has a hierarchy. Vinayaka, I told you there's no break and I leave you 10 minutes early. Okay. You have example sentences as to how to use it. Okay. Hierarchy. Examples of hierarchy. See, you have so many examples of the word. Example sentences will help you use the word perfectly well. Okay. So it's important for you. Now, collocations with hierarchy. You also have this in this dictionary. These are words often used in combination with hierarchy. Look at that. Administrative hierarchy, bureaucratic hierarchy, church hierarchy. Okay. So you want to see all the collocations with hierarchy? Look at that. Here, administrative, bureaucratic, then church, then complex hierarchy, dominance hierarchy. Okay. Ecclesiastical hierarchy. You get the same result, then Saurav, fine. But I use Cambridge English Dictionary because it'll be perfect. Then you have memory hierarchy, military hierarchy, nested hierarchy, organizational hierarchy, rigid hierarchy, social hierarchy, status. So it goes on. Okay. Saurav, you don't have to post it a dozen times. I've answered you. I use this and therefore I'm showing you. Okay. Now, to recall the sites that I have suggested to you, daily video vocabulary, daily vocabulary, let's talk podcast.com, the Cambridge English Interactive Dictionary, and then real vocabulary. Okay, I've showed you 5. Now I will show you more. Just give me a minute. Yeah. Okay, now give me a minute. See, I'm showing you samples of tools and techniques that you all can use. Okay. We have Lingua. Lingo. No, that's YouTube. I must go to first. YouTube. Yeah. Lingo hack. How do you identify good? Okay, I'll close this. Stop sharing. I will share again. Yes, now we go. Here we are. Lingo hack. Okay. Lingo hack is to identify. Showing corpus screen was not shared. I will check that. I'll show it to you again. Don't worry. Lingo hack. Lingo hack. Okay. Lingo hack is a YouTube channel that picks up words from the news and talk about the meaning, the way it can be used, sample sentences, all that. So now just look at this. All these are 5-minute, 6-minute videos. Look at this one. Lingo hack. So I'm sharing the screen. I hope all of you can. Video lagging. Wait, I'll stop this. I'll share again. Yeah. I hope I'm sharing.
In a crisis that reaches everywhere, even the remotest places can have lessons for us all.
Just wait. Don't be in a hurry.
In Eam, Derbyshire,
yeah. Okay.
the memory of lives lost centuries ago is motivating a response in the present. These are the names of long-dead villagers who, 350 years ago, became infected with plague and sealed themselves off to stop the disease spreading. 260 villagers died.
Stanley and Montpesson.
So
It
what
was the
is this
rector,
link? It's
William
called Lingo
Montpesson,
Hack, or
who inspired his
the
people
learning
to
English.
isolate and
So
save
there
others.
again, you can get plenty of
Today, the rector of Eam is himself in
YouTube
quarantine as his wife
clippings
has
that will help
symptoms
you
of
with your vocabulary.
coronavirus.
So on a daily basis,
Yeah, I'm all
watch
right,
for
thanks.
5 minutes or 10 minutes. This will help you.
Are you awed or inspired by the example of your predecessors centuries ago?
Often when I've walked through church and seen his name on the rector's board, I thought,
So
I
I'm
wonder
not
what would
going to
happen
continue with
if it
this
happened
because,
today and how I
it
would
is,
measure up.
4
And I
minutes,
guess I'm
30
finding that
seconds.
one out now.
I'll show you another
Reverend
one.
Gilbert relies
Just
on
give me a
social
minute.
media.
Yeah. I'm going to show you another YouTube stuff, which is called Youglish.com YouTube. Okay, just give me a minute and I will open that and then I'll share that with you. Yeah. So this channel is exclusively for the way you understand how words are pronounced. Note down the link. I'm not going to show this to you fully. You'll just note down the link and use it later whenever you're free at your leisure time. Using Youglish. This will help you use English by sounding the word right. Okay, you can subscribe to this. This is free and it is fun pronunciation. What's important about this is it gives you a range of video clippings from several movies. I'm not sharing. Give me a minute. Yes, Youglish website. Now here it goes.
Homework. Let's take a look. This is what I want you to do. Which is the more common expression? All right. So I have two expressions
So it
here
will tell you how
on
to
the
use
weekend.
words, whether your
At the
prepositions are right or wrong.
So I want you to
This
go to
is called
Youglish,
Youglish.
check these expressions. You could check them
What can you
all,
once
the
again
world,
print?
or you could
I
focus
don't
on
understand.
American, you could focus on
Now,
British.
this is a YouTube channel called Youglish that helps you with the sounding of the right words and the usage of the prepositions. For example, here, which is the more common expression? On the weekend or at the weekend. Okay. Now he gives you an explanation to tell you which is the right form.
Or at the weekend. So which one do you think is more guess that how common a word is? Do your homework. Good luck. And
Okay. So you have quite
I'm
a number
eager to
of
check it in
channels
the
that can
comment
help
section.
you do
Take care.
your work or learn up English really the right way. This is exclusively for improving your pronunciation. You have to type with the space bar here. So it show you the number of video.
I don't want to spend a lot of time talking about the problem. We know that the criminal justice system needs reform. We know that there are 2.3 million people in American jails and prisons, making us the most.
If you feel they are speaking very
and I'm not
soft,
I don't want to sound like a crazy
what you
vegan
can
animal
do
rights
is
activist, but
you can
if
choose
tomorrow
to make it
class
slow.
working in poor families don't have to borrow money to go to college, but I don't want to add the cost of subsidizing me or subsidizing.
See, I don't know if you understood what I said. You English is a channel that helps you with understanding the way the word or the phrase can be used in different contexts by giving you clippings of videos from different speakers. It'll be interesting, one. Two, it'll also help you with understanding the kind of word associations that will go with the phrase or the word. Okay, let me repeat. YouEnglish.com. That's not .com. YouEnglish. That's on YouTube channel. That will help you greatly. So I've told you now 7. Now let me go up to exactly the word games that are there. Word Up. Word Up is an artificial intelligence vocabulary app. Yeah. Sakshi, that's exactly what I'm trying to show you here. Word Up is artificial intelligence driven app that will help you with your vocabulary. Now, English has over 200,000 words. Look at this. But you'll never need them all. So this is on the App Store. You get it on app or on the Google Play. And this is the first step. I'll show you the steps because I have not got the app down. But I'm going to show you how this will help you build your language. Okay. What kind of game it has. That's what I'm going to show you now. Just give me a minute. I hope I'm sharing. Yes. Okay. Look at this. Yeah. Here is the sample. How you can
matter most in your life. Let's see how words are organized in the knowledge map. Depending on your preferences and goals, each English word has a different learning importance for you. Take the word agile as an example. If someone's field of study is product management, it will be ranked among the top 500 words to learn. However, the same word will be ranked 4,000 for someone whose profession is related to hospitality. Learning words is like a game. You start with the highest ranked word and decide if you know it or not. To learn a word, you see the meaning, but also video clips of your favorite movies and quotes from your favorite figures. It really brings it to life because you experience how other people are using the word right now. It's not just English words that make up your knowledge map. You can also learn idioms and phrases that will make you sound more like a native speaker. It's a very enjoyable and motivating way to learn. Build your unique knowledge map with Word Up.
I think it goes with a price, but it will be good for you because there will be business English words that you can learn up. Okay. Okay, I stopped here with this. Then I'm going to show you one more, which has everything in it, which will be good for building your words, which will be good for comprehension, and which will also be good for the quiz-like games. Now, let me show you this. This is called word wall. This is free. Yeah. You can create with this. You can, suppose you're 10 of you as friends. Each one can make a different game and pass it on to your friend so that you are able to answer. Okay. So this needs again a subscribed version where you type your email and stuff. I'm not getting into this now. But word wall is also a good one for you to play games. Let me see if I have a version. Yeah, look at this, community games, wheel of games, random wheel. Okay, you can create the vocabulary wheel, number of words. You can create crosswords, singing monster. Look at this, true or false. All these are vocabulary games. This is called word wall. WhatsApp is artificial intelligence driven vocabulary game. It will be very useful for you. Now, this is word wall. Look at this. You have a number of games that you can pick and choose. You can create your own games, or you can create for your friend, and your friend can create for you. You have some 25 different games here. And all these are exclusive for vocabulary. You can try and use. Anyway, I'll stop here with this. Now I'm going to show you another website which will be useful for you to learn up or to build your vocabulary. Breaking news business English. Because this is exclusively business English, this will help you a lot. Okay, just wait. Yeah, Duolingo is also good, I know. Okay, breaking news businessenglish.com. Look here. So this is called breaking news English. You have a range of topics to choose. You have a range of levels to choose from, whichever level you want to be. So I strike on the first one, hit the first one, and you see you get listen. So this is listening exercise. This is read reading exercise. This is grammar. This is spelling. This is words. Now we'll just look at the words and the word pairs. Okay, now look here. This is again a game time. The words, the number of refugees. So you have to fill it up with the right word. The number of refugees is increasing around the world. Many people. Okay, do this exercise now. Quick. I will wait for you. You have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 words and, 5 minutes. Quick. So these are then you get an everyday lesson on this breakingnewsenglish.com. You can go for business English because that's what you need to build up. You have 10 blanks and fill it up with 10. Quick. Let me see how many of you get the right one. Now don't go to businessenglish.com and then copy them. I don't want to do that. I give you just 5 minutes. Yeah. What is this fleeting? Come on fast. I want all of you to post. One is Zoomo. Yeah, I think most of you have answered. So let me give you the answer. The number of refugees is increasing around the world. Many people are fleeing their countries because of war. Others because they are unsafe in their homeland. They all want to find a new life in a safe country. Multinational companies will help around 250,000 refugees. They will give them a job. The companies made this offer on World Refugee Day. Adidas, Amazon, Pepsi, and Starbucks are some of the more than 40 corporations who will help displaced people. Okay. Over the next 3 years, Kelly Clemens, the UN Deputy High Commissioner for Refugees, was happy about this news. She said the commitments that businesses are going to make are absolutely essential. So we stop there. How many links or tech tools did I suggest for you to build your vocabulary? How many? Can you anybody say that? So I close this. Do the exercises in from your study material. The answers are there, and that will help you with a sound vocabulary. Not necessarily that you will be questioned only from that. The question paper will only have multiple choice questions for vocabulary. And you will have maybe between 5 to 7 marks. Now, we stop here. To summarize, we have synonyms, antonyms, connotations, prefixes and suffixes. Super. Prefixes and suffixes, phrasal verbs, idioms, collocations. So we have done all that's there in your study material. I have told you some 8 web tools that can help you with vocabulary. WordUp, WordWall, LingoHack, Cambridge English Interactive Dictionary, Breaking News, BusinessEnglish.com, Youglish, then Real Vocabulary, then what else? I forgot. Maybe 1 or 2 more. Youglish, I think I said Youglish. Okay. So this much to help you build your vocabulary. We have also finished all that's there in your study material. Plus, I've given you 20 tips to build your vocabulary. Yeah, the daily video vocabulary, letstalkpodcast.com. Yeah, even that is there. Okay. Now is the time. I'm giving you 6 minutes because I said 10 minutes. I leave you early. We have 6 more minutes. I want all of you to post in the chat box. How did you like and what did you learn? Say it in 2 sentences. Quick. And I will wait for you. Post in the chat box. What did you learn and how did you like the session? I'm waiting for you. I think I finished all my 3 chapters. So wishing you all the very best. Do very well. Learning English is for a lifetime, not just for foundation English alone. If you get a hang of the language, then inter and final will be a cakewalk for you. Cakewalk is an idiom. Come on fast. Post in the chat box. I want to see all of you posting. I don't want anybody to sign off without. Frame, yes, frame. Because these things you can work at leisure time. I don't have to waste time showing you the entire episode for an hour. It's just to help you get familiar with such tools to build your vocabulary. Therefore, maybe it looked very fast. But going slow on this, I'm sure it will not be so helpful because I wanted to show as many as I could. Come on fast, I'm waiting for you. Yes, yes, ChatGPT and Google Bar are good, but I don't suggest ChatGPT for students because learning might stop. So I don't suggest that for students. You might stop learning because just like mental math, you get everything from a computer. Why should you work mentally? It's the kind of feeling that you all will get. Yeah, Pali, super. Yes, Janali. GPT helps you, but it shouldn't make you lazy. Come on fast, I'm waiting for you. Yes, Ahmed. AI, you must know, but not feel laid back because it's all there on the net or on the AI. You need to know everything to sort out and to use knowledge as per your requirements. You need to know them all the basics, the fundamentals. What? FIB questions? Prem, I don't understand. What is that FIB questions? The study material questions. That is for you to work out. If I do that here in the class, then you won't have an exercise to work on your own, right? So I don't take those exercises. That will be for you to work before your exam because the answers are already there and you can check them. Parli Harshita. There's a whole lot of exercises on active and passive, sentence time, direct and indirect. You go to cbseacademic.com and you'll get all these exercises. And of course, you have the past question papers on the ICAI Institute. You can work out on them. That will be of great help. Yeah, first chapter we have fill in the blanks because you get definitions, and that chapter alone is like that. But here you have to work on plenty of exercises to be confident of answering. Quick. Yeah, and now we close. Wishing you all the very best. Do very well. Build your vocabulary and build your language so that your learning up the core subjects is easy for you. Okay. and bye-bye. Vinu, we close early because